I sputter out. Life is white, and I
I
am
think that
black.
for a funeral reception, this may have gotten a
Yesterday
bit out of hand.
photos are coming back.
Come on, it's great. Come on in.
I'm okay.
We're done playing, I promise.
No, thanks.
You want a beer?
I'm okay.
Brought you one.
Okay. How many people are still in there?
It's down to about 40.
40?
Just the hardcore partiers.
My sister's friends?
No, mathematicians. Your sister's friends left hours ago. Guys were really pleased to be asked to participate. They worshipped your dad.
It was Claire's idea.
It was good.
The performance of Imaginary Number was sort of moving.
Good funeral. I mean, not good, but
Yeah, no.
can you believe how many people came?
I was surprised.
I think you would have liked it. Sorry, it's not my place.
No, yeah, everything was better than I expected.
You look great.
Claire got it for me.
I like it.
It doesn't really fit.
No, Catherine, it's good.
When do you think they'll leave?
No way to know. Mathematicians are insane. I went to this conference in Toronto last fall. I'm young, right? I'm in shape. I thought I could hang with the big boys. Wrong. I've never been so exhausted in my life. 48 hours of partying, drinking, drugs, papers, lectures.
Drugs?
Yeah, amphetamines mostly. I mean, I don't, but some of the older guys are really hooked.
Really?
Yeah, they think they need it.
Why?
They think math's a young man's game. Speed keeps them racing, makes them feel sharp. There's this fear that your creativity peaks around 23 and it's all downhill after that. Once you hit 50, it's over. Might as well teach high school.
That's what my father thought.
I don't know. Some people stay prolific.
Not many.
No, you're right. Really original work is all young guys,
Young guys.
young people.
But it is men, mostly.
There are some women.
Who?
There's a woman at Stanford. I can't remember her name.
Sophie Germain?
Yeah, I've probably seen her at a meeting. I just don't think we've met.
She was born in Paris in 1776.
So we've definitely never met.
She was trapped in her house. The French Revolution was going on, the terror. She had to stay inside for safety, so she passed the time reading in her father's study. Later, she tried to get a real education, but the schools didn't allow women. So she wrote letters. She wrote to Gauss. She used a man's name, Antoine Auguste Leblanc. She sent him some proofs involving a certain kind of prime number. Important work. He said he was delighted to correspond with such a brilliant young man. My dad gave me a book about her.
I'm stupid. Sophie Germain, of course.
You know her?
Germain Primes?
Right.
They're famous. Double them and add 1 and you get another prime, like 2. Doubled plus 1 is 5. Also prime.
Right. Or 92,305 times 2 to the power of 16,998 plus 1.
Right.
That's the biggest one. The biggest one known.
Did he ever find out who she was? Gauss?
Yeah. Later, a mutual friend of theirs told him that the brilliant young man was a woman. He wrote to her, "A taste for the mysteries of numbers is excessively rare, but when someone of the sex of which, according to our customs and prejudices, must encounter infinitely more difficulties to familiarize herself with these thorny researches, succeeds nevertheless in penetrating the most obscure parts of them, she must then, without a doubt, have the noblest courage, quite extraordinary talents, and superior genius." I memorized it.
Sorry, I'm a little drunk.
That's okay. I'm sorry about last night. I wasn't helpful. With the work you're doing, take as long as you need upstairs.
You were fine. I was pushy.
I was awful.
No, my timing was terrible. Anyway, you're probably right
What?
about it being junk.
Yeah.
I read through a lot of stuff today, just skimming, except for the book I stole.
God, I'm so sorry about that.
No, you were right.
I shouldn't have called the police.
It was my fault.
No.
The point is, that book, I'm starting to think it's the only lucid one, really. And there's no math in it.
No.
I mean, I'll keep reading, but if I don't find anything in a couple of days,
Back to the drums
yeah,
and your own research.
such as it is,
What's wrong with it?
not exactly setting the world on fire.
Oh, come on.
It sucks, basically.
Harold.
My papers get turned down for the right reasons. My stuff is trivial. The big ideas aren't there.
It's not about big ideas. It's work. You've got to grind away at a problem.
That's not what your dad did.
I think it was, in a way. He would attack a problem from the side, from some weird angle, sneak up on it, grind away at it. He was slogging. He was just doing it so much faster than everyone else that from the outside it looked magical.
I don't know.
I'm just guessing.
Plus, the work was beautiful. It's streamlined. No wasted moves like a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. It's just elegant.
Yeah,
That's what you can never duplicate. At least I can't. It's okay. At a certain point, you realize it's not going to happen. You readjust your expectations. I enjoy teaching.
you might come up with something.
I'm 28, remember? On a downhill slope.
Have you tried speed? I've heard it helps.
Yeah,
So, Hal,
Yeah.
what do you do for sex
What?
at your conferences?
Um, I
Isn't that why you hold conferences? Travel, room service, tax deductible sex in big hotel beds.
maybe. I don't know.
So, what do you do? All you guys.
Well, we are scientists,
So,
so there's a lot of experimentation.
I see.
Huh,
That was nice.
really?
Yeah.
Again?
Yes.
I
You
always liked you.
really?
Even before I knew you, I'd catch glimpses of you when you visited your dad's office at school. I wanted to talk to you, but I thought, no, you do not flirt with your doctoral advisor's daughter,
Especially when your advisor's crazy.
especially then.
You came here 4 years ago, remember?
Sure, I, I can't believe you do. I was dropping off a draft of my thesis for your dad. Jesus, I was nervous.
You looked nervous.
Can't believe you remember that.
I remember you. I thought you seemed not boring.
We're selling the house.
What?
I'm selling it.
When?
I'm hoping to get the paperwork done this week. I know it seems sudden.
No one was here to look at the place. Who were you selling it to?
The university! They've wanted this block for years.
I live here.
Honey, now that Dad's gone, it doesn't make sense. The place is a mess. It costs a fortune to heat. It's time to let go. Mitch agrees. It's a pretty smart move. We're lucky we have such a great offer.
Where am I supposed to live?
Come to New York.
I can't believe this.
Oh, it'll be so good. You deserve a change. This would be a whole new adventure for you.
Why are you doing this?
I want to help.
By kicking me out of my house?
It was my house too.
You haven't lived here for years.
I know that. You were alone. I really regret that, Katie.
Where were you 5 years ago? You weren't helping then.
I was working.
I was here. I lived with him alone.
I was working 14-hour days. I paid every bill here. I paid off the mortgage on this house while you were living in a studio. While I was living in a studio in Brooklyn.
You had your life. You got to finish school.
You could have finished school.
How?
I would have done anything. I told you that. I told you you could do anything you wanted.
What about Dad? Someone had to take care of him.
He was ill. He belonged in a full-time professional care situation.
He did not belong in the nut house. I was right to keep him here.
No.
What about his remission? 4 years ago? He was better for almost a year.
And he went right back downhill again.
He might have been worse in a hospital.
And he might have been better. Ugh, it didn't do you any good staying with him. You said that yourself. You had so much talent.
You think I'm like Dad?
I think you have some of his talent and some of his instability.
Claire, in addition to the cute apartments that you've scouted for me in New York, would you by any chance also have devoted some of your considerable energies towards another type of living facility for your bug house little sister?
No, absolutely not. That is not what this is about.
Oh my God.
All I'm saying is the doctors in New York, the people, are the best, and they can really...
You! I hate you! I
Don't
hate
yell,
you!
please.
Oh, I
Don't
hate
yell.
you so much! Oh my...
What are you doing here?
How long have you known about this?
A while?
Why didn't you tell me about it?
I wasn't sure I wanted to.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's going on?
God, Catherine, thank you.
I thought you'd like to see it.
What is it?
It's incredible.
What is it?
Oh, it's a result, a proof. I mean, it looks like a proof. I mean, it is a proof, a very long proof. I haven't read it all, of course, or checked it. I don't even know if I could check it. But if it's a proof of what I think it's a proof of, it's a very important proof.
What does it prove?
It looks like it proves a theorem, a mathematical theorem about prime numbers. Something mathematicians have been trying to prove since there were mathematicians, basically. Most people thought it couldn't be done.
Where did you find it?
In your father's desk. Kathy told me about it.
You know what this is?
Sure.
Is it good?
Yes.
It's historic if it checks out.
But what does it say?
I don't know yet. I've just read the first few pages.
Well, what does it mean?
It means that during a time when everyone thought your dad was crazy or barely functioning, he was doing some of the most important mathematics in the world. If it checks out, it means you publish instantly. It means newspapers all over the world are going to want to talk to the person who found this notebook.
Kathy?
Kathy.
I didn't find it.
Yes, you did.
No.
Well, did you find it or did Hal find it?
I didn't find it.
I didn't find it. I wrote it.
Men various have chosen me to tell you from beginning to end, keeping nothing back but its bearings, all the particulars about Treasure Island. The bitter, spiteful winter both my parents died before I could read this bright page above us. My old grandma and I...
Not so much of the old.
ran the Admiral Benbow Inn above Black Cove.
Head and dreams! Work!
I hated work. On the very coldest of days, with no food in my belly,
Or in mine.
the first arrived and the terrible dreams began.
Don't sing! Don't sing in my head! This is a pleasant sedated grog shop and a handy cove. Much company, mate?
Precious little.
What's your name, Swab?
Jim Hawkins, sir.
Be you boy or be you girl?
That be my business.
Then this be my business. Take my sea chest and stow it safe. This is the berth for me.
Paying guest! Oh, thank you, heavens!
I'm Billy Bones. I'm a plain man. Rum, bacon, and eggs is what I want. Oh, and that head up there to watch the road these words, and the ships arriving that words.
Yes, Mr. Bones.
Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
This, for my victuals and grog. Jim Hawkins.
And food for us, Jim!
Tell me, if you dare, when I've worked through, keep a weather eye open always for a seafaring man with one leg, and let no thing at all near that chest.
Yes, Captain.
Grog!
He stays. He drinks in all weather, foul or fair. From dawn's earliest light through all the long hard day to darkest night. We watch the road, the sea, like hawks, like eagles for a one-legged man. So long, so hard, so afeared, I began to see this one-legged ghoul in my dreams.
Head in clouds! Paying customers!
He stays. He drinks mightily and watches always for this one-legged seafaring man who now lives in my nightmares. I think how he might have lost his leg, or was always a monstrous kind of creature who never had but one leg, and that in the middle of his body.
Jim! Folks is thirsty! Large brandy, Dr. Livesey. It's medicinal.
It's not, Miss Hawkins. But yes.
Brandy! Brain gone!
Sing me to distraction, would ye? I'll sing ye to distraction. These landlubbers will drown your voices. Sing! 15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo! Ho! And a bottle of rum. Damn you all! Sing or I'll cut ye!
Drink and the devil had done for the rest. Yo ho ho!
Stop that infernal racket! I cannot hear myself drink! Sing!
And a bottle of rum!
Sing! Silence!
Squire Trelawney was Black Cove's most important fellow.
I've lived my life among the wickedest men that God ever allowed at sea. Do not cross me.
Were you addressing me, sir?
I was addressing you, sir.
One word, sir. If you keep on drinking rum, the world will soon be quit of a very dirty rascal.
Sing.
15 men on a dead man's chest.
And a bottle of
Silence! Cease this yo-ho-hoing instanter!
Dr. Livesey was Black Cove's most quick-thinking fellow.
You are threatening a gentleman. There are witnesses. If you do not put away that knife this instant, I promise you, you shall hang at the next assizes. Hang, sir, by your astoundingly filthy neck, sir, until your face turns blue, until your tongue swells and blackens. Knife! I will have an eye upon you day and night. Pour.
I'm Squire Trelawney. I'm the damn magistrate here. If I catch a breath of complaint against you, I'll have you hunted down and strung as high as the stars in the night sky.
Still the terrible singing. More grog.
Bill Bones bid fair to ruin us.
Good, sir. The matter of the payment of the room, the bacon, the eggs, the grog,
My chewing tobacco. Jim.
which states in the big, clear writing the outstanding oath.
My snuff girl.
Sir, this girl and me's had nor supper nor breakfast. Not! This girl's fetching and carrying you for free.
All this unpaid for hurry, Captain.
Oh, well, hurry here. That one-legged one? What will he have in his hand? A dagger? The black spot? One must not sleep.
He sleeps not. He pays not.
So we eat not.
Then, like dirt gathering in a corner, the second arrives. 2 legs, but I feel my heart grow chill.
I'll take a rum, lad. Lass?
He was wanting 2 fingers on his left hand.
Come here, whatever you be. Come very near here.
But 2 legs, so
Seafaring swab staying here with you, lass?
this is the captain's favorite billet, sir.
The captain, is it? La-di-da, cut on one cheek. Mighty pleasant way with him, particular and drink. Here,
Upstairs, sir.
upstairs, is it? You and me'll just go into the shadows and we'll give Bill a little surprise. Bless his traitoring heart. Billy Bones!
No! Villain!
Come, Bill, you know an old shipmate, surely.
Black dog.
As ever was. You took some running to earth, old shipmate.
Here I am, shipmate.
Mate, no longer. Since I lost these 2 talons, I'll have a glass of rum from this dear child here, as I've took such a liking to, and we'll sit down and talk square. None of your keyholes, girl. Now, Bill.
Now, black dog.
You knows what I wants, Bill.
I knows exactly what you wants, black dog.
What's-
Where's my share?
What's my share, too? Where's Flint's fist, Billy?
Safely hid from you, black dog.
Be warned, Bones. I got most of our old walrus crew lying off Black Cove in a tidy lugger. Grievous disappointed you still think it's your share when you just thieved it and ran.
What is this about?
Not bill settling.
I advise you for your health. Don't keep us swabs waiting, Billy Bones.
And I advise you, black dog. Flint's fist is mine.
Is ours.
Not so.
Yes, so.
Flint's fist? What's that?
We're done asking nicely. Hand over Flint's fist, fingers and thumb, or it's the black spot for you.
Or the red blood for you!
Flint's fist, where?
Ugh.
Tell, or ye die unpeaceful in bed instanter. Cough, villain.
Bleed, villain!
Dim my deadlights, would you? Another will follow, villain. Death for all betrayers.
I am discovered. My sea chest. I must get away from here.
Some black art has assailed him. Get Dr. Livesey.
The doctor fortuitously was just then arriving.
Is he breathing? Doctor, some black art has struck him down. Some black art. Peasant nonsense. Scoundrels had a stroke. We must do our best to save this fellow's very worthless life. Jim, holding receptacle. Afraid of blood?
No, sir.
Then hold the receptacle firm.
Where's Black Dog?
There is no black dog here. You have had a stroke, and I have just dragged you headforemost out of the grave.
It me a grog, girl.
No more grog! Jim, keep this utter fool from the poison which will snuff him out like the brief candle all men really are.
My nightmares now are all of Flint's fist. What was it? Was it a severed hand with no arm attached? Ah!
Grog!
No, Grog! No!
Sleep has left me, Jim. Living man will pursue you, but ghost men are the ones that will catch you. If I close my eyes, I am bobbling off that terrible island with Flint upon it. I am cold inside to think of Flint. Grog in here, girl.
I'll get you Grog on one condition.
Name it.
You answer my questions.
Done. Grog?
Question. What is Flint's fist?
I cannot tell you that. Grog!
No!
Flint's fist unlocks a secret.
Then who is Flint? Who is Flint?
The ghost who sings always in my head. 15 men on the dead man's chest. The dead captain of a terrible ship. Grog. 6 set out all a-singing, but only Flint came back. Grog.
Question. What happened to the 6?
Yes, Jim. What happened to the 6? McGraw, Darty, a Thimble the Salamander, that scrawny cabin boy. Grimes the Giant. Grog Jim.
Question. Who is the one-legged man you watch for?
Oh, he's the very devil himself. Grog.
Question. What is the black spot?
It is the thing that will enter my head and heart and take me through the doors of hell. Stop singing in my head.
And he watches, this words and that words, and so do I. Until a bitter, foggy, frosty night, a terrible sound, the third.
Will any kind friend inform a poor blind man where or in what part of this country he be?
You have Black Hill Cove at your back, the Admiral Benbow Inn before you.
I hear a young voice. Would you give me your hand? Now, boy,
Girl,
bring the captain to me.
I dare not.
Bring him here straight or I'll break your arm.
Ah!
When I'm in view, cry out, "Here's a friend for you, Bill." If you don't...
Ah! Here's a friend for you, Bill!
Blind Pew.
Now, Bill, if I can't see you, I can hear a finger stirring. Hold out your right hand and bring it near my left. You came not of your own account to us. We come to you. Your last chance to serve us fair, Bill Bones.
I would rather walk through the doors of hell than serve you villains fair, Blind
Then
Pew.
here you are. I will return with your old shipmates from the Walrus by 10 o'clock. Discover whether there be any sailor's honor left in you. And now that's done.
Get my... Oh, Jim.
Grandma, wake him up!
Oh, he's dead.
I do not at all like people dying. The black spot. Oh, Grandma, Blind Pew said they return at 10 o'clock. Some terrible villains will want something.
Which will be in the sea chest. We have 4 hours.
We should just run, Grandma.
Our neighbors will help us against these varmints. That pile of evil bones owes us, Jim. I will not lose money that belongs to my poor, hungry, fatherless, motherless, shoeless girl.
Mother's pistol. Here we will stay. Small thanks to all chicken-hearted drinkers.
I'll thank you for that bag, Miss Scrousley, to put our lawful money in. I have chicken in this bag, Miss Hawkins.
Well, thank you for that bag, Mrs. Crossley. You get your church bag back, Mrs. Crossley, if you bring back here anyone who will save an honest landlady and her granddaughter.
Get the doctor. Get Squire Trelawney. Get anybody. Don't get it all over bloody when they kill you. It's my church bag. Locked.
String round his neck. Key!
Unlock. Unlock.
Old account books, all stained, papers, various...
What? Anything?
Old bills, McGraw's Drink Total Ode, the collected love ballads of Donald O'Doherty, a lock of yellow hair. These are his fellow crew on the Walrus.
Nothing to pay his damn bill.
No.
I'll put them with the kindling. At very least, Bill Bones will light our fire and warm us.
Grandma, I think this may be a false lid.
We could be rich on this, Jim. We could buy a little cottage. Big cottage, hens.
I could see Grandma was sore tempted.
His outstanding bill. Not a farthing more. Hold out Miss Crowsley's church bag, Jim.
Blind Pew. It's not 10 yet.
Cheating, lying scum.
The inn is surrounded. We must hide. Instanter.
You're not mad. I'm almost late. Sort of sorry, sort of sorry, sort of sorry.
You're late.
Almost late.
Almost late is late.
Only almost.
You think the leader would agree? The new leader. Agree that being 5 minutes early is early. That's late. God forbid he finds out.
When did you get here?
Been here
Since when?
since earlier than you, and that's early enough.
Early enough. Sounds more like duty than honor and privilege. I was getting extra special ready like a political consummation. A prepubescent coital dream of excitement for the leader. That's why I wasn't as early as could have been.
He doesn't care about such details. He only cares about the facts, and the fact was you're late.
Since when are you deciding his thought? What good are you for if you're assuming his thought? You can do better than him?
Should have been here earlier, and if it comes down to it, I won't hesitate to say what I saw.
And what did you see?
You know what I saw. I saw you being late. Answer sore. All right. It is all right. She is later than me. Sweet leader, forgive me. I am getting too old for this. Good to see you. Your life is good?
I'm alive. My children are alive. All is good thanks to the leader. Your children are alive?
Getting old, getting tired, want sleep, want dream. My girls, their dreams were dreamt and came true. Dreamt wrong, want dream again. Getting old and getting cold. Need new dream, mine and theirs. All that I dreamed good turned not good. All that we did and do for others only helped a few, and the few that did not need help. Young, pretty leaves crushed ground in the streets, their new shiny boots for the love of the crunch. The love of the crunch.
I did not hear you. Too busy waiting for the leader. Too excited for more glorious changes and ideas. I did not hear you. I did not hear her.
A lot of young died for the true and good. No matter, no more. Upstairs going to take me away soon. What I have left, let them have it. Force of habit, my love of this.
Wow, I first been here. How exciting, huh?
You're late.
Very late.
It's 1 minute till,
That is late.
Very late.
but I'm early.
1 minute?
That counts as early now.
You think who?
Who?
The leader. The glorious leader? You think he would appreciate such tardiness?
But
You're later than everyone else. We've been here.
Been here.
Been here all day. Couldn't wait to see him.
I'm here all day also.
Her too.
well, am I in trouble?
A lot of people always in a lot of trouble.
Of course, not us. We love the leader.
Love him.
Well, so do I.
Not enough to get here early. The leader! I love the leader!
I love the leader.
We love the leader.
No, we! I love the leader, and I will truly show it to him.
I love him more.
Not more than I.
Much more.
I am an old woman. I have loved him longer.
But he's new to all of us.
I've seen lots of leaders. Lots of leaders. None like this one.
But you've never seen him.
This is his moment, not ours. Quit ruining it. And your clapping is a shoddy mess. Clap like you mean it.
When can we stop?
When you want, child. Whenever you want.
Why is no one else stopping?
Waiting for you to stop first, child. You're the youngest. No children to lose.
Well, no children yet. Soon. Very soon.
Very soon.
And to think that my children will prosper and dream under the love and truth of the leader. A new, healthy harvest grown under the leader's new, compassionate and fair sun, where there are no weeds, only green fertile life. I will fight my life to harvest that crop. I dream of that green fertile land, green, fresh life. My hands hurt.
Then stop.
Don't stop. Give the child a chance. Keep clapping. Why do you love the leader? Well, faster. Huh? Answer. Why do you love the leader? Why? Love the leader. Why?
Well, because
Why do you love the leader?
because he
You want to see your kids? Want to see them? Why do you love the leader?
my hands hurt.
They should let them hurt. All the leader will give to us, and you can't stand a little hand heat.
Stop it! Why do you love the leader?
Well,
You love the leader because he is God on earth with a passion and foresight of the divine. We his hoe, he is the gardener. We don't know the crops from the weeds, and without him we are a blind tool, and so on. Keep clapping.
my hands hurt.
Well, then stop.
Don't stop.
We never whine like this. Makes me sick. A weed. She's a weed. I'm a crop. She a weed.
We all weeds. This is crazy. Don't stop clapping, child.
Someone's gotta stop.
Not you, child. Your dreams are still time for dreamt.
Why you care?
Let me care.
We do this for a reason. Weed out the weeds.
Don't listen to him, child. Keep clapping.
My hands hurt.
Whiny weed.
Shut up.
Why you care?
Don't matter.
Why you care?
Let me care.
My hands hurt.
Don't stop clapping.
You stupid old cancer. Why you care?
Let there be one green leaf.
Goodbye, kid.
What?
The leader has no time for the lazy and the weak. The weeds.
It was me. I did it. I stopped clapping first. It was me. You got the wrong girl.
What are you doing?
I did it. I did it. I have no more time left for him. No more time left for him. I have dreamt of a poison crop for my family. Dream your new dreams, child. Dream your new dreams.
Where is she going?
Out with the other weeds. Just shut up and listen.
Yes, sir. How may I help you?
I've got a defective OED.
I'm very sorry, sir. What exactly is a defective OED? Ah, yes. The Oxford English Dictionary.
OED.
Yes, sir. I see. What exactly is the matter with your OED, sir?
It's missing words.
Really? Missing?
Missing words.
I see. Well, what kinds of words is it missing exactly?
All kinds of words.
Well, is the book missing pages? Is that the way in which it's defective?
Just words.
All right. Well, did you want to exchange the book, sir, or receive store credit?
Exchange.
Of course, of course. Allow me to just... Roger, please send up a copy of the Oxford English Dictionary right
OED.
away. Well, sir, that book will be sent right up. Well, if I may ask, sir, what words did you find missing from your OED?
I couldn't find Cory Bungus.
You don't say.
Yes, I did.
Cory Bungus.
It isn't in there. Look for yourself.
No, I believe you.
I mean, there's really no point of having an OED if it's missing important words.
Of course. Now, exactly what does Cory Bungus mean? I don't know that one.
You think I made it up.
I believe you. I just don't know the word.
Oh, really? Well, I find it embarrassing to say.
Oh. It's an embarrassing word?
Well, I really don't know you well.
No.
I find it embarrassing to say.
Of course.
Bum.
Excuse me?
Bum. Buttocks. Butt. Derriere. Posterior. Ass, okay?
Oh, I see. That's Corybungus.
Yes.
I've never heard that one.
Well, it's a biggie.
Yes. Sir, do you suppose that Corybungus will be in the dictionary they're sending out?
Why not?
Well,
Are you trying to unload defective dictionaries?
no, not to my knowledge.
Because I could shop someplace else.
Sir, I'm not suggesting that in the least. It's just that I was thinking perhaps Corybungus might be considered too much of a colloquialism to be included in the...
Colloquialism? What? What do I look like? Some sort of sassafrassing hick?
No, sir. I didn't mean...
Corybungus.
Sir!
I'll have you know Shakespeare used Corybungus and Coriolanus.
No.
Act 5, Scene 2, line 77, Corybungus. I beg you take withal my wanton heart, but touch you not my virgin Corybungus.
Really?
Milton used Corybungus at least twice in Paradise Lost.
Milton?
Corybungus is important.
Please, sir. You don't need to shout.
And what makes you so blankety-frank snifferdoodious?
Snifferood?
You don't pay my disturbance, I pay my own. I don't have to take jumpers from you.
Look, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Leave? You smelly Corybungus?
Now, don't you call me that.
Corybungus.
Look, you dickhead, if you want your money back,
Trilly filly puppy packs and her dang strucks.
you'll have to show me a receipt.
A receipt?
Otherwise, I'll have security escort you out right now.
Here's my receipt.
This wasn't bought here.
I know that.
You can't return a book you didn't buy here.
Why not? You do have the OED, don't you?
That's beside the point.
Corybungus
You
head.
can't exchange. Get out of here. Get out of here right now. Security to the returns desk. Security to the returns desk.
Oh, don't get your vills in an uproar. I'm leaving.
I don't want to see you in here again.
I'd never shop here anyway.
And there's no such word as Corybungus.
And there rose from the forbidding sea a great white leviathan, as white as the
I
whitest
don't wanna hear
Corybungi
it.
in our Swathi crew. Moby Dick.
Up yours, pal.
So sweet, so firm, so grand to touch. It is the bum I dreamed to clutch.
Roger, cancel that OED. And Roger, while I've got you on, look up the word Corybungus.
Hey.
Hey,
Had enough for a smoke?
no, I quit actually.
Oh.
So, good to see you.
Where the hell are you going?
Home?
You're not gonna talk to me?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you're leaving. You're clearly upset. I mean,
I'm not upset.
you're walking out of my play.
I didn't know you were gonna be here tonight.
What?
Just that.
It's previews. I'm here every night.
Yeah, well, me too, apparently.
See, you're upset.
No, I'm not.
Tell me. Just tell me you're upset.
I'm not upset.
Then why are you leaving?
I'm just.
You're leaving because you're upset. That's why you're leaving.
I'm not. I was just leaving. I'm not upset.
Yes, you are.
Well, how the fuck would you feel, okay? Yes, I'm upset.
Okay. Tell me why.
What?
I want to know why.
Because I come off like a self-satisfied, pretentious asshole.
Really?
Yes, really.
Because I don't know. I thought you don't prove that.
Are you kidding? Touch only the sacred things. Everything we're doing is impossible. Who talks like that?
You kind of. Anyway, all the audience is at the workshop, so...
Wonderful.
No, really, they said that he was the more likable of the two. Well, they actually hated them both, but I by far think he's the more likable of the two. Anyway, nobody knows it's you.
Of course they do.
No, they don't. And if they don't see you making a scene outside the lobby, they will continue to not know.
I was leaving. You're the one making it into a
See,
scene.
look, okay, anyways, in a way, they're both me. Okay, I'm a needy, self-satisfied cipher asshole. I'm both of them.
Okay. Back on Earth. You know I'm here. My agent called me. She read something somewhere. She called and she said, you know what, I think someone wrote a play about you. Of course people know it's me.
You're here because your agent called you?
What?
You're here because your agent called you and incidentally someone?
What?
Someone wrote a play about you?
Oh, come on.
We've known each other for 10 years and your agent is unable to recognize my name?
Who cares? How could you write about me?
How could you not write about me?
What does that mean?
I mean, I feel like I imagined it.
What?
Our friendship. I mean, I feel like I made it up. Like it's something that I just manufactured in my brain. And so yes, I was hoping that I'd see you here because this scene, I did imagine. And I thought, I don't know, maybe if we could have this conversation and this could be real, then all the rest of it could be real too. And obviously it was necessary because you were totally just gonna leave without talking.
Well, we're talking now, so what did you think would happen?
And actually, I couldn't really imagine this was something you would participate in.
So, what did you think you would do?
I don't know, that
What?
I'd get to tell you made me feel like crap.
Okay. Is that all?
Well, I guess, yeah, that's all.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Good.
I definitely didn't mean to make you feel like crap.
I know that. And what you don't understand is that's like extra infuriating. Because it didn't even occur to you. I mean, there was no malice, you're not a malicious person. But the fact that it didn't even occur to you itself infuriated. Because it was just so indifferent. I mean, I think this is actually the first time I've pissed you off.
That's not true.
Well, you know what I mean.
Actually, I don't, because we disagree all the time.
Yes, but I'm the one who gets upset. You remain placid, trying to understand, asking questions.
So what?
So, nothing. This is a new experience. It's kind of gratifying, that's all.
I don't like conflict. I
know, that's
I don't
great.
see
That's
many
great,
good
but
reasons
sometimes
to
it
fight.
makes you come off like you don't give a shit.
You know, if I'm such a bad friend, then maybe what's weird is that you put up with it for so long. You know, having some idea of me that fulfilled some need or agenda of yours. Have you considered the possibility that, in the end, maybe this is more of your issue than it is mine?
Yes, of course I have.
And what did you conclude?
That to some extent, to perhaps some quite large extent, that's probably the case.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you wrote a play.
Oh, dude, I did think about it.
Really?
Yes.
And what happened?
I wrote a play.
Oh.
For me, at first. Initially, just for myself.
Oh, yes,
No, seriously. And then, like, halfway through, I was like, this might actually be something. And so I told my agent.
And what did he say?
He said, this is about your friend Ben, isn't it?
No,
really, he did.
Oh.
Seeing as this is more or less my livelihood, and how rare it is that one of these things...
Okay. But you definitely didn't spit water all over me. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, the actors added that spit take. Can't convince him to take it out. Anyways, it kind of works. What about that last scene made you leave?
Why?
Just curious.
I felt like I could see where it was going, and I didn't like it.
But you felt like you were adamant?
No, it's not that.
No, I know,
I'm not giving you notes here. Okay?
Oh, of course, I know. I just wanted...
And don't take this as a response of a casual audience member.
Yeah, yes. So, but was there like a line or a last straw that you walked out?
He yelled, "Get the fuck out."
He wasn't talking to you personally.
I kind of felt like he was.
I don't think that's fair.
Me either.
I'll take a look at it.
So,
Did you,
What?
did you really do that?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe it?
Are you crazy?
Yeah. What's crazy is that's like the director's favorite part. I mean, go figure. Like, I do it in real life, and it loses me several colleagues, several relationships. I do it in a play, and it's everybody's favorite speech.
So the whole second Q&A with the...
Oh, no, just the speech in that scene. The interspersing of the phone calls, people were more, less sure that they like that.
Oh, really? Well, because, I mean, the first time it happens, the two threads are contemporaneous, but the second time it happens, it bridges...
Yes, you got that. I'm always so worried people are going to be confused.
I mean, it is. It's totally confusing, but in a way, it's sort of, well...
People keep telling me to change it.
Well, don't.
Cool. Thank you.
It's just what I think. So, people?
Yeah, people with terrible ideas and opinions. It's called collaboration. Anyway, the biggest suggestion is people keep saying that one or both of them should be gay.
Well, theater people.
Yeah, literary fiction, very butch.
And they probably sense that one of them is gay.
Right.
You.
No, right? You.
Well, are there any reviews?
Oh, no, not yet. I'm sure they'll be very mean.
I'm sure they'll be very nice.
No, they'll be mean so they can be nice next, or they'll be nice so they can be mean next time. Anyways, who reads that crap? Sorry about the ones for the movie, by the way.
What? No, I mean, I didn't write it, right?
Right.
That's what they do. They bring you up and they act like you did it to yourself so they can knock you back down.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What?
If there's
For what?
anything that I could change or take out.
Oh, I mean, this is your play.
No, yes. Seriously though. Goodwill gesture. Would it make you feel any better if I maybe changed something or took something out?
I mean, since you asked, there is that part where, the line where he goes, all of these women who want to be novelists. I mean, all of the borderline misogyny sort of, but especially that part, maybe you could just tone it down.
I'll see what I can do.
I mean, my wife could see this, you know?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, hey! Congratulations! Wow!
Thank you.
Who the hell is she?
Oh, just this girl I met in college, and we got back in touch, and, we should all get together for dinner sometime.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What?
You beat me to everything! And then you tell me what's wrong with it before I get there.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, me either.
Why don't we go back in?
No,
just for the last scene?
I'm already missing it.
You're not missing the last scene, you're missing the second to last scene. Which, if I'm being honest, is one that I'm really not sure about. The play gets all... Anyways, start over, go back inside, watch the last scene.
Why?
I don't know. I want you to see it.
Okay. I mean, I did pay the ridiculous price for this shit.
Well, if you would call me, I could comp you in. Come on.
I don't want to disturb people, like finding my
Okay,
seat.
we'll go inside, we can watch it.
Okay.
God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for our food.
Amen.
Mommy,
What have your father and I taught you, bub? Yes, honey.
why does the prayer go like that?
Use your words, Doodles.
Food doesn't rhyme with good. Someone messed up the poem.
How was your day, honey bunch?
It was work, productive, got stuff done. I'm starving.
I knew you'd have a long day with that big deadline coming up. I called your secretary and she said you'd be in meetings all afternoon. That's why I made your favorite.
It's good meatloaf.
Meatloaf!
Food is for eating, not poking, Bubba Diddle. And eat your veggies.
Why aren't you making Daddy eat his veggies? Ouch!
Did you bonk your noggin, Cubster?
I'm okay. I've got a big head for a big brain.
That's right, you do. And eating everything on your plate will help it to grow even bigger and smarter.
What is it?
Those are radishes. They're good for you.
What's a radishes?
It's a gourd.
Like a pumpkin?
They grow in the ground.
Like potatoes?
It's starch.
No, that's not right. You're wrong. Your father's just making that up. That's what dads do. Eat up, Huggy Buggy.
But they look weird.
I don't care if they look weird. They're on your plate, and you should be grateful. Sweetums, don't you like your radishes? But they're radishes! You ungrateful swine! The radish. Oh, the radish. Raphanus sativus, an annual or even a biennial, a versatile feat of nature from the mustard family Brassicaceae. Certainly a succulent taproot if I've ever seen one. What is it, Lil Man?
Mommy, where do radishes come from?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Asia, the Mediterranean, originally, I suppose. But now, well, now you can find them just about anywhere. That is, anywhere except the Aldi grocery store in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin in 1992. You hush. I get it. What did I expect from an Aldi? Or from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin? Or from the 90s? A lot. I did, in fact, expect a lot more from that Aldi. And they did not, and I cannot emphasize this enough, they did not deliver.
Well, what's a wasa?
Wauwatosa. Here's a little trivia fact you can use to amaze your teachers and friends. Did you know that in 1931, Wauwatosa became the second city in the state of Wisconsin to adopt a zoning ordinance? With that kind of track record, I was led to believe Wauwatosa was a place I could count on. A place where finding radishes wasn't too much to ask.
Oh, cool.
Huh?
Shush, my Arctic bear. No, I didn't go during peak hours. I planned ahead. I'd done my research. I knew full well that popular times for Aldi were generally around noon on the weekdays, with maybe another peak in the late afternoon, and on the afternoon on Saturdays. I don't know about Sundays. We don't grocery shop on Sundays, honey. That's the Lord's Day. But I digress. So there I was on a Tuesday morning, recipe in my hand, a plan in my head, and dreams in my teenage heart.
Pardon me, sir. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you there. I was just wondering if you could help me.
Doubt it.
Oh, I'm sure it won't take too long, not any time at all. If I had my brothers with me, I wouldn't have bothered you to begin with.
Sorry, lady, can't help you.
Oh, I'm sure you'll do the trick just fine. See, I was only looking for someone to point me in the right direction, and here you appear like Elijah on the mountain.
Look, miss, this is my first day.
All I'm looking for is radishes. So I found everything else to see. So if you can check that chart, you're right there, and you can help me find them.
Like I said before, I have been here barely 2 hours and I don't know anything.
Oh, I really am sorry. Congrats on the job, by the way, but if you don't know where to find them, maybe you could show me someone who does.
What don't you understand? I have been here barely 2 hours and I don't know anyone yet. How should I know how to find them?
I can see you're upset, sir, so I'll leave you be. Crying out loud, you certainly got the holler tail today. Morning! Look what you did. What I did? They're broken. I can see that. Shame. Yeah, okay. Can you tell me how I can find radishes? Radishes. They're, small and round and kind of a pinkish red. Small, pink, kind of a pinkish red. Pink. Yeah. And I think they're root vegetables. Oh, in produce. So I've been looking in produce. Can you show me? Yes. Where'd it go, eh? As long as molasses in January. I'm Derek. Produce will help. Oh, for crying out loud.
This is my first day and I've been here barely 2 hours and this lady already made me drop all the apples. And how am I supposed to know how to find the radishes because I've been here only 2 hours? So, no, I can't help you find any radishes. Do you not get that? 2 hours!
Employees use inside voices.
I'm not yelling, I'm stressed.
Have you seen Tim?
Who the hell is Tim?
Tim is produce. Where is Tim? Guys?
How in the mother-loving heck am I supposed to know who Tim is? I don't know anyone.
You need him to train. I really do.
Well, toss tomatoes, dairy lady. Tim is nowhere to be seen.
I will report you to Tim.
Fine, do whatever, because I don't even know who that is.
Tim.
2 hours.
Tim.
2 hours.
Tim.
2 hours!
Are you Tim? That's what they put on the name tag. You might want to check out the situation in produce and restock on radishes. Hey, Miss!
from you.
Who from?
Oh, nobody. I was just up at Susan's party.
That's where I'm going.
Oh,
Why did you leave?
no reason.
You just gonna sit here?
For a while.
Okay. I'm going in.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not going in. I mean, I came out because. Oh, go in.
What is wrong with you?
I left the party because you weren't there. That's why I left the party.
Why did you leave the party? Because I wasn't there.
I don't know.
I'm going in.
I left the party because I felt like everything I wanted was out here. There's a breeze out and the moon. Look at the way the moon is. And I knew you were somewhere out here too. So I left the party and I came out here and I was hoping you'd come and find me here in the moonlight. And the other people, the ones at the party, wouldn't be here. But the night would be here. And you and I would be talking in the moonlight and I could tell you.
Tell me what?
How I feel.
How you feel? About what?
I don't know. I was looking out the window at the party, and I was drinking some wine, and I was looking out the window at the moon, and I thought of you, and I could feel my heart breaking. And I felt the wine and the moon and your face all pushing out my heart. And so I left the party and I came out here.
Your eyes are all shiny.
I know. And I came out here looking for the moon and I saw the street light coming down through the leaves of the tree.
Hey, yeah, it is pretty.
It's beautiful. I never thought a street light could be beautiful, you know? I usually think of it anything cold and blue, but this one's yellow. And it's coming down to the leaves of that tree. The leaves are so green. I love you.
Oh.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's all right.
You must think I'm so stupid, but I can feel my heart breaking. I wish I could stop talking. I can't.
I've never heard you talk like this before.
That's because this is outside the party. And the moon's up in the sky and there's the street light that's more beautiful than the sun. My God, the sidewalk's beautiful. The bits of shiny stuff in the concrete. Look how they're sparkling up the light.
You're crying. You're crying over a sidewalk.
I love you.
That's all right. Don't cry over a sidewalk. You're usually so quiet.
Okay.
Should we go into the party?
No.
I got all dressed. You were waiting for me out here? I wasn't even going to come. I don't like Susan so much. I was gonna stay home and watch a movie. What would you have done if I had come?
I don't know.
You go to St. Nicholas of Tolentine, don't you?
Yeah.
I see you on the platform at 149th Street sometimes.
I see you too. Sometimes I wait until the last minute for all the trains to go by, hoping to see you.
Really?
Yeah.
I take a look around for you, but I always get on my train. What would you have done if I hadn't come?
I don't know. Walk around? I walk around a lot.
Walk around where?
I walk around your block. Sometimes I run into you.
Really? Wow, that was planned? I always thought you were coming from somewhere.
I love you. I can't believe I'm saying this to you out loud, but I've loved you. I've loved you for a long time. How long? Months? Remember that big snowball fight in the park? That's when it happened. That's when I fell in love with you. You were wearing a red coat.
Oh, that red coat. I've had that for ages and ages. I've had it since the 6th grade.
Really?
I have really special feelings about that coat. Like it's part of me, my childhood or something.
You look really nice in that coat. I think I said something about it. The coat, I think it's special to me too. It's so good to be able to talk to you like this.
Yeah, this is nice. That's funny how you felt about my coat, the red one. No one knows how I feel about that coat.
I think I do.
Do you? If you understand about my red coat, it's like all the good things from my childhood. It's like I still have all the good kid things when I'm in that coat. It's like being a grown-up and having your childhood too. You know what it's like? It's like being in one of those movies where you're safe even when you're in an adventure. You know what I mean? Sometimes in a movie, the hero, he's doing all this stuff that's dangerous, but you know that because of the kind of movie it is, that he's not gonna get hurt. Being in my red coat is like that. It's like being safe in an adventure.
And that's exactly how you were at the snowball fight. It's like you knew nothing could go wrong.
That's right. That's exactly how it feels. This is so silly, but there's some things I've always wanted someone to understand, and that was one of them, my red coat.
I do understand. I do.
I don't know. I don't know about tomorrow, but right this minute, I love you.
Oh, you're crying.
I didn't know two people could understand some things, share some things.
It must be terrible not to.
What?
Be able to share things.
It is, but don't you remember? Only a few minutes ago, we were alone. And now, I feel like I could tell you anything. Isn't that crazy?
Do you want to go for a walk?
No, let's stay here, between the street light and the moon, under the leaves of that tree. Tell me that you love me.
I love you.
I love you too. You're good looking. Did you know that? Does your mother tell you that?
Yeah, she does.
Your eyes are shining.
I know. I can feel them shining.
I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I'm the man who broke the bank at Monte Carlo. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Frank.
Think we're gonna make 50 today?
Looks like it.
50 stories down, 50 stories to go. I think we're gonna have this baby all punched in a week ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
And what a view to lunch by, huh?
Oh, beautiful.
Jersey.
Yeah.
My home.
This is what I love about working up here. We eat like kings.
So, what's the bill of fare today? Frankie, what have you got?
I think it's liverwurst.
Joe, how about you?
Pickle and pimento loaf.
Wait a minute. It's not liverwurst. It's tuna, I think.
I got corned beef and pastrami.
Charlie, is it tuna or liverwurst? Oh, you got corned beef?
And poupon mustard.
On a normal Tuesday? What's the occasion?
Who says there's an occasion?
You hear that, Joe? Charlie's got corned beef and pastrami on a normal Tuesday.
On Bakery Pumpernickel.
On Bakery Pumpernickel. with poupon mustard.
Ah, very nice.
Look at all those poor souls down there. Have to eat their lunch at sea level. I'm the man who broke the bank at Monte Carlo.
What's the news today, Joe? Something hot in the paper?
Huh?
Some kind of,
International development.
International developments. How's things in Europe? Any news?
The news is that history is a cesspool, as it always was. We also found out that a woman in Astoria, Queens lived with a guy for 15 years. Didn't know the guy had 5 other wives.
5 other wives?
In the same neighborhood.
Did you hear this, Charlie?
Many things are possible in this world.
A guy with that many wives. Is that still bigamy?
It's geometry.
Well, give me the TV page, will you?
Don't let me hear anything about TV.
I just want to see...
Don't let me hear no talk about TV. We got bowling tonight.
I just want to see what I'm missing.
Speaking of which, who's in for tonight?
I'm in.
Joe, are you in?
I can't this week, Charlie.
You want to bowl a few games tonight?
I got things I gotta do at home.
What do you gotta do? Nail up some doilies in your wife's powder room or something?
I got things I gotta do at home.
So do them tomorrow.
Bridget wants me to do them tonight.
So bring her along and do them tomorrow.
I can't do them tomorrow.
Hey, who's the king in your house anyway? Who's the king? Who makes the rules?
Gentlemen!
When Maggie wanted you to put in that new floor, you didn't bowl for 2 weeks, Charlie.
That was different.
And because you couldn't bowl, you wouldn't let us bowl either.
That was different.
Yeah? Why was that so different?
Just don't get small on me, Joe, okay?
Why was it so...
I hate it when you get small on me like that.
Gentlemen, please!
And it's not doilies.
Joe!
How's your wife doing, Frankie?
She's good.
The doctor fix her all up and everything?
Looks like it. She was out there mowing the grass yesterday.
That's a sign.
That's a sign.
You guys ever think about hang gliding home from here?
Hang gliding home?
Yeah, instead of driving or taking the path.
Wouldn't you have to learn how to hang glide first?
Well, sure, you'd learn. But then after you wrapped up work, you could just strap on your wings and walk off the top floor and sail home. Be the first person in history to fly from 32nd Street and 10th Avenue to Tenafly, New Jersey, with a fabulous view all the way. Maybe after I retire.
I've been sitting here eating this thing, and I still don't know if it's tuna or liverwurst.
Yeah, well, that's all the ozone up here.
The what?
The carbon dioxide at this altitude compresses the things in your nose. You can't taste nothing. Did you say something, Joe?
Not me. Yeah, I guess it was the carbon dioxide was compressing my nose or something.
Speaking of flying, Charlie, they got that movie about the Lindbergh kid on again tonight.
They got the what?
That show about the Lindbergh baby who got kidnapped with...
Let me see that.
Hey, what's up? What the hell are you doing?
I just want to see.
Did you see the movie the time it was on?
Yeah.
With Anthony Hopkins as... what's his name?
Bruno Hauptmann.
Hey, didn't that happen someplace around...
Hopewell, New Jersey.
What are they bringing that turkey back for?
Turkey?
Yeah, who wants to see that garbage all over again?
It happens to be a very thoughtful movie, for your information. And as it happens, today is the anniversary of the day that Charles Lindbergh's baby was kidnapped.
That happened 50 years ago. What's the big deal about
Jesus Christ died on Easter. They showed the King of Kings that weekend.
Oh, gentlemen!
If you'd ever done anything more important than glue your wife's cat pictures into a photo album, they'd show the Joe Morelli story on your birthday. Does that explain to you why the movie is on today?
Gentlemen, please!
And don't let me hear the word turkey.
What's with you today, Charlie? What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter.
You're acting all weird.
I'm not weird.
So what's up?
Turkey.
I told you I don't want to hear the word turkey.
Something sure seems up.
Nothing is up. Forget about it. Nothing's up.
What the heck is that?
What does it look like? It's a cupcake.
Hey, Joe, will you look at this?
Oh, isn't that nice? Maggie made him a cupcake.
My wife did not make me this cupcake. I bought this cupcake.
What's the,
celebration?
The celebration, Charlie.
Who says there's a celebration?
Corned beef and pastrami and a chocolate cupcake.
If you will notice, a somber color. Maybe I'm observing a very solemn day for some private reason.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be putting out doilies around his house.
That's it, Morelli.
Gentlemen.
And your taste in movies is lousy.
Gentlemen.
And if you ask me, Charles Lindbergh is overrated.
Overrated?
Yeah, overrated. So he flew across...
The greatest hero in American history.
He flew across the ocean. Big deal.
Oh, big deal, huh?
Yeah, and as for the Lindbergh baby, who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, who the hell cares? It's old news.
Oh, yeah?
It's ancient history that kid got stolen.
Well, for your information...
Working people get kidnapped every day in the world, and they don't make no movies about them.
Maybe they're not as important as the Lindbergh baby.
So why am I supposed to care about the goddamn Lindbergh baby?
You don't care about the Lindbergh baby?
No, I don't care about the Lindbergh baby.
You don't have any feelings for the Lindbergh baby.
No, I don't have any feeling for the Lindbergh baby.
Well, for your information, I am the Lindbergh baby.
You're the...
I am the rightful son of Charles Lindbergh, kidnapped from the home of my parents, and I didn't mean to tell you, but you forced me into it. And the hell if I will listen to my family being insulted. So there.
You're the...
Yes!
But your name is Petrosian.
Oh, sure. That's what I was brought up to think my name was.
You think you're the Lindbergh baby?
Go to hell, Joe.
Have you gone off your head?
No, I have not gone off my head.
I don't believe this.
Yeah, well, the truth is always strange at first sight. So live with it.
Do you know that there are separate asylums to hold all the people who think they're the Lindbergh baby?
Just mind your own business, will you?
Charlie, there are people who might wonder a little if you claim to be the Lindbergh baby.
But it all fits, doesn't it? I mean, Charlie... Was I not born in New Jersey and brought up in the town of Hopewell, where the crime was perpetrated?
He was brought up in Hopewell, Joe.
Yeah, that makes about 50,000 other Lindbergh babies.
Well, they're imposters.
I thought the police found the kid's body.
That was another kid's body.
Whose body?
I don't know whose body, but it wasn't my body.
Obviously not. How come you kept this a secret all these years, Charlie?
Well, naturally a lot of people wouldn't believe me.
Oh, really?
Plus, I was already pretty well established as Charles Petrosian. You know, driver's license, credit cards, bank account.
Sure, it's hard to make a change.
But mostly, I didn't want to upset the feelings of my true mother, Anne Moreau Lindbergh.
Whose books are bullshit.
You shut your trap about my mother.
Come on, Joe. You know better than that.
Have you read her books?
Yeah, I have. And I think they're very beautiful.
She made a goddamn fortune off of you writing about that kidnapping.
It happened to be a very traumatic experience for her.
That don't mean she has to go peddle it on the street corner. You ought to ask for a cut of her royalties. You could retire early, take up hang gliding.
Joe's got a good point, Charlie. You ought to contact the family. You could try to pick up your inheritance. You could have been a rich guy, Charlie.
Actually, I did write to Mother once.
You did?
Yeah. But she never answered back. I told her how I saw her house lots of times.
You saw the house you were kidnapped from?
Sure. I used to go by it all the time when I was a kid. Then, later on, when I knew who I really was, I used to drive out there sometimes and just park and look at it. I'd park under this tree and sit there thinking to myself, this is yours, Charlie. This is your kingdom.
You know, it's very funny you should be saying all this.
What? That I've been the Lindbergh baby all these years and you never knew it?
Yeah, because you see, I'm the son of Tsar Nicholas II of Russia.
No.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
It's the truth.
The kid that got killed in the Russian Revolution.
That's me. The heir to the throne of Moscow.
Holy shit.
And sovereign of the Ukraine.
I saw that movie. Nicholas and what's her name?
Alexandra. That was my mother.
And you had Laurence Olivier in your movie and everything? I mean, Anthony Hopkins is one thing, but Sir Laurence Olivier. So, what's your real name?
Alexei Nikolaevich Romanov.
By what name would you prefer to be called?
Why don't you just keep calling me Frank? It'll be easier.
The Tsar of Russia.
Now, Joe.
The
The Tsar of Russia!
I don't want to hear a word from you, Joe.
Do you know how old you'd have to be the Tsar of Russia?
Never you mind, Frank.
You'd have to be 90 years old!
You want to hurt his feelings?
And a hemophiliac!
I've always been a heavy bleeder.
That don't make you the goddamn Tsar of Russia. I mean, the Lindbergh baby is one thing, but...
Please, shut up. You're on a lot of very sensitive ground. We are talking families, Joe. And Frank here lost everybody in the revolution, so have a little sympathy. You got orphans here.
Okay then, Alexei. How do you know all this? How do you know you're the head honcho of the Ukraine?
Well, one day I saw this picture in a book. A picture of Moscow with the Kremlin and those domes.
Yeah, those onion-shaped domes.
Yeah, and I said to myself, I've been there. I've been there sometime. It was like I could remember it.
Of course you'd remember it. Those communist bastards tried to rub you out there.
And then when I saw that movie, it was like I knew all the streets. Before they'd even go around a corner, I'd know what was going to be on the other side. It was home.
Just think. If we'd had you over there running things all these years, the Berlin Wall would have gotten taken down a lot sooner than it did, after not being built in the first place.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing about being,
who you are.
Who I am. Knowing what I could do for world peace.
Well, if things had worked out different, I can't think of anybody I'd rather have on the Russian throne than you, Frank.
Thanks, Charlie.
Well, I'll be goddamned. To think all this time, we never knew it. You didn't know about me, and I didn't know about you. And Joe didn't know about either one of us.
So, Joe.
Yeah, what?
Who are you?
I'm not anybody.
Really, I mean.
I'm not anybody.
I mean, really.
I'm Joe Morelli. Period.
I'm not talking about that.
I'm nobody. I'm just another guy on the street. But, in a previous lifetime, I was Marie Antoinette.
No shit! The let 'em eat cake lady?
Yeah, I said that in 1793. Let them eat cake, baby.
Isn't that something? Frank gets shot up by the Reds, and you have your head chopped off in Paris.
Yeah, 1 minute I'm standing on the scaffold in a diamond tiara, and then the next minute I'm Joe Morelli and Weehawken. But I do remember kneeling down on the thing there, the guillotine, and the blade.
Ah, shit.
It's 1 o'clock?
That's what the company says.
Jesus. But listen, you guys, you can't tell anybody. People would think I was, kind of weird.
You forget who you're talking to. We're all in the same,
Situation.
Situation.
We will be as the tomb.
But now, first things first. Who is bowling tonight?
I'm in.
And I'm in. Joey?
I told you, Charlie, I got all these things to do.
You're gonna let all that bullshit get in your way? Are you forgetting who you are?
Yeah, Joe. Remember the crown jewels.
Ah, you're right. Count me in.
Great.
But, Charlie, if you want to stay home and watch the Lindbergh movie tonight, we'll understand. Completely.
Nah, I've seen it. Let's bowl.
Long as I'm home by midnight.
What are you, Cinderella? I'm the man who broke the bank at Monte Carlo.
It was the cutest thing today. I forgot to tell you. Okay, when I picked up Timmy from preschool today, the whole class was just finger painting,
Really?
Just making a mess.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyway, when I got there, Timmy had this big blue paint streak down his face. He looked like that movie. Oh, I can't think of it right now. In Scotland.
Highlander?
In Scotland with the swords.
He looked like Highlander?
What's his name?
Highlander.
Oh, no, not Highlander, the other Scottish movie.
Oh, Cadet.
No, no.
No, I know. Shakespeare, right?
No.
Henry V.
Is that Scottish? Come on.
Oh, no, with,
Yeah, with,
Pocahontas.
What? No, with Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson?
That's it.
He looked like Mel Gibson?
In the movie, the Scottish movie with the blue face paint battling on the moors.
Mel Gibson.
Don't tell me you don't remember Mel Gibson.
No.
Oh, he was the crazy guy in that one and had all the gunfights.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you know.
Dirty Harry.
No.
Paycheck.
What?
Frantic.
No, you're thinking the other guy.
In the Line of Fire.
Oh, no.
Well, that had a crazy guy and gunfights.
Wrong crazy guy, the other guy.
Die Hard!
No, that's the guy from...
Okay, that's the guy from,
all the Die Hard movies.
And the Signs!
Oh, yes, but no. But yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about.
Bruce Willis!
No! Mel Gibson.
Here, this is ridiculous. I've got the internet right here. I'll just IMDb Mel Gibson.
Okay, good idea. God, that was a good movie.
Die Hard?
No, Signs.
Alright, here we go. Internet movie database. Look up Mel Gibson. That's weird.
What?
I lost the connection. I'm getting no signal.
Maybe it's the, aliens. Woo!
Now, you know I don't like that.
Big imagination. I'm just kidding. Try your eyebrows.
Alright. So what was the other movie that I was thinking of that was with Bruce Willis and like Signs?
I don't know.
The one with the kid who can see ghosts?
Oh! I see dead people. Oh, I know. Ghost.
Ghosts, yeah.
No, I mean, that's the title, Ghost.
What? No.
Oh, I know, Evil Dead.
No.
I know, The Haunting. Woo-hoo.
No.
Oh, I know. Highlander.
Knock it off.
I know, I was just kidding, but we're thinking about my movie now, not your movie. Anything yet?
Once I remember my movie, I'll think about your movie. And no, nothing.
I know which one you're talking about, I just can't remember the name. The one I'm talking about, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's why we got the iPhone. What's wrong with that then?
The Sixth Sense!
Oh, no, that's...
No, that's the one that I was thinking of, with the kid who can see ghosts.
Oh, good, so it's working. Now look at my Mel Gibson movie.
No, it isn't working. No signal at all. I just remembered that one with my own brain.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Whoopi Goldberg.
What?
She was in the other movie, Who Can See Ghosts?
Ghost.
No, ghosts. Ghosts, plural.
No, that's what it was called. The title. Ghost. T.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so here we are with Mel Gibson with the paint on his face with the broadsword.
Lethal Weapon!
No!
No, that's the one that I was thinking of, with the crazy guy and the gunfight.
Oh yeah, so it's working.
No!
Well, what are we gonna do? Look, you saw this movie with me.
I did?
Didn't you?
I don't think I did, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it won the freaking Academy Award.
It did?
Yes, battles, blood, it has the whole speech at the end, you know, blah, 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 but they can never take away our dignity, or something like that.
Clint Eastwood!
What?
He was in Dirty Harry, the other movie that I was thinking of, but go ahead.
Forget it. I'm going to the computer, the DSL. I gotta figure this out, or I'm getting a divorce. Your brain seems to conveniently remember every movie, but the one I need to know. It's highly suspicious if you ask me. Oh, shoot.
What?
I can't go upstairs. I'll wake up,
Who?
our child, the boy.
Oh, yeah, upstairs and good. What is his name? My son? What's happening to me?
Tommy. No. Oh God.
Bobby? No.
Shoot, look it up, hurry.
I can't. I can see his face, but
With the blue streak of pain across his, oh shit, it's the aliens.
What? No. Stop it.
Oh God, I gotta, find some pictures or,
the thingy on the thing.
What?
Something with his name.
For God's sake, check the computer.
It doesn't. I can't remember.
We could, what?
Nothing. I was just, yeah. We can.
Look up.
What?
Yeah, to find.
Yeah, to find the thing that we.
That thing that we left.
Left?
That we didn't.
Find out.
Braveheart!
Oh.
How are you doing? Need anything? Okay, great. Well, let me just finish these vitals and I'll leave you alone. I'm not sure if you'll be released tonight, so...
Oh my God, are you okay? I cannot believe what just happened. That was crazy.
I'm not sure that you're supposed to be in here. Only family is allowed.
Oh, I'm his, cousin. I mean, sister. I was there when it happened. Right, bro?
What happened to your hands? Did I do that? Oh my God, are you crazy? You kissed me. That's the last thing I remember. Why did you?
Oh, okay. No judgment here, sister, but I would appreciate it if you wouldn't get my patient riled up. He's had quite the shock today. Pun intended.
Seriously, I told you what would happen if you kissed me. Why did you do that? You could have killed us both.
I thought you were speaking metaphorically. Like, if we kissed, then you'd be like crazy in love with me. Like that kind of electric.
Oh, it's electric, all right, like 1,000,000 volts or something.
It's probably not that much. Anyway, it didn't kill us.
Are you sure you're okay? Like, how bad are your hands?
They're fine.
Oh, I can see that.
I mean, if you hadn't been trying to dodge me and I'd actually managed to jump your ass, it would have been a whole lot worse.
Wendy.
But as you were once again attempting to escape my clutches, I escaped with only slightly charred fingertips. But how are you?
Fine. I mean, I guess. For whatever reason, it's never killed me before, so I suppose.
Wait. How often does this happen?
Not really at all now. I mean, well, there's today, and the last time it happened was a couple of years ago, and it knocked the other person into a wall.
So, you haven't been with anyone.
Since then, yeah, no. And seriously, I'm pretty sure that this and us is not going to work.
Well, we just need to figure out what the deal is. I mean, I assume you've been to doctors and all of that.
Yep, nothing explains it.
And your mom never dropped you on your head in the middle of a thunderstorm? Or you weren't born during a hurricane? Ooh, or you didn't make a wish on some carnival game to be Zeus and then woke up the next day with godlike powers? Kind of like that movie Big.
Wait, what? Is that a movie?
You know, Big. Tom Hanks. He's a kid and he goes to someplace, Coney Island, Atlantic City, I don't know. Oh wait, maybe Coney Island since it's kind of set in New York, but it starts out somewhere. Anyway, whatever. It's just, the point is, he makes a wish to be big. You know, like big. On this machine with this creepy genie puppet, ugh, creepy inside, and oh, spoiler alert, when he wakes up, he's a grown-up.
I've never seen that. And I'm pretty sure this is not wish fulfillment gone horribly wrong.
Oh, you have to watch it. Just, whatever you do, don't rule out magic, though.
Magic.
Yeah, you don't know. Anyway, we can tackle it together. There's bound to be an answer somewhere.
Wendy, it's just that there's really no point.
Of course there is. I mean, unless you're not. Unless you don't feel the same.
Why would you want to do it? I mean, chances are you'll probably end up dead, or permanently disfigured, or crazy, or some horrible combination of all of it. It's too much of a risk.
What? You don't think I can keep my hands off you while we try? I can. Maybe. For a little while. Probably. Bo, I know how you kiss. I mean, I sort of know. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's tricky. But I like it. And I liked you. A lot. How could I be expected to let a little lightning get in the way of that?
You really don't know what you're getting yourself into. This could end very, very badly.
Well, then, I'll just have to keep a very, very close eye on the radar.
Ed?
Yeah? Greeley?
Crickets sure are perky tonight.
Yep.
Ed?
Yeah. Greeley.
What do you suppose those crickets are talking about?
Mostly cricket matters, I guess.
Yeah. Ed, you ever had your brain sucked out through your nose?
Nope.
Messy prospect. I'm not myself tonight, Ed.
The Frioles?
Tammy saw a flying saucer land over at her place the other night.
I heard.
Most folks are saying ever since her husband left in '85, she's been a little off. They don't put much credence in the whole flying saucer thing. But it's true, Ed. I come from the planet Yar, 20 million Earth miles away. My planet is warm and moist, and a zillion species of plant exist within our world. We, my people, are partly plants ourselves, pod people. We sleep just below the dank soil by night and bask in the life-giving sun by day. Our sun star is our god. But according to mythology, our sun is doomed to explode in the year 2022 and evaporate our world. So we have searched the galaxy far and wide in search of a new god. We have arrived on your planet and now we worship your sun. In order to incorporate ourselves into your society, we inhabit your Earth bodies by attaching our pods to our faces and entering your brain cavity through the nose. Our eventual aim is the total annihilation of your species. Then we will readjust the Earth's orbit in order to create a more tropical climate.
You fart?
The beans.
Whew. Damn. Potent son of a bitch.
Why Seguin, Texas, you may ask? A little too dry for our pods, you may think. After careful scientific observation, our Yayan fleet was directed to Acapulco, Mexico, because it was determined to have the tropical climate in which we are most comfortable. But I had saucer failure back in Dallas and had to make a crash landing here. The one called Greeley, the one which I now am, last month became engaged to be married to this Tammy Lynn Schneider.
Yup. Clip the picture out of the Gazette.
This Greeley, however, has yet to come up with the 2,000 for the 14-karat gold diamond ruby ring over at Dietz Diamonds.
Emma Dietz says she's expecting it.
As is well known, the often spoken of, much anticipated ring-presenting fanfare was to take place this Saturday night on the Corral dance floor, after a surprise announcement from local celebrated country sensation Candyland of Candyland and the Gulags.
Yup.
However, that tragic Saturday night, after arriving at Tammy Schneider's place out on the 123 bypass, this Greeley first stopped into the greenhouse out back, where I, the pod...
Why?
Huh?
Why'd you go back there first?
To check on the rhododendrons he gave her.
Okay. I'll buy it.
There, sleeping among the ivy and the ferns, was I, the pod person. Greeley, a well-known plant enthusiast and longtime employee of Norma Green's thumb, caught me out of the corner of his eye and gasped at the sight of my glorious red and violet leaves. Being an inquisitive rascal, and despite having seen Alien 5 times at the Dixie Drive-In, he scooched up close and leaned over my pod to get a closer look. I could smell his warm, squishy brains. Before he could cry out, I grappled my thorny vines onto his face.
Thorny?
Sticky. Gooey?
Gooey.
I grappled my gooey vines onto his face. Of course, he missed his date that night without a word. My incubation period takes a full 8 hours. For 8 hours, this Greeley blindly wandered the dull black Texas night as the pod attached to his face slowly sucked out his brains.
Surprised it took a full 8.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, the transformation was complete. The dry and shattered pod shell dropped from his face, and I was ready to experience this new world and sample human pleasures.
First stop, 7-Eleven.
For a Slurpee and a 6-pack of Lone Star. Much to my surprise, the checkout girl, Wendy, was friendly. She knew this Greeley, knew him well enough to let him cop a feel in the video game room, right between the Ninja Turtles and Altered Beast.
They still got Pac-Man.
This encounter with human delights was inadvertently observed by the 7-Eleven manager, Miss Nosy Rosa Stadmuller, who was making an unannounced and previously unprecedented after-hours visit to tabulate the register receipts.
Yep, I heard.
This nosy, gossipy society is not understood by we Yayans.
Welcome to Texas, bud.
It's not this Greeley's fault. What was Greeley is now digested. Only a shadow of him remains. These petty human emotions hold no importance for we Yayans.
Ate his whole damn brain, huh?
That's the only way to occupy the host.
Now, can you eat other brains, or are you occupied to one brain per pod person?
You mean, could I come over there, being as I am podless, pod-free as it were, and suck out your brain?
Yeah. Or say Ross Perot or something. Ha ha ha!
Yes, I could.
So, it's an all-you-can-eat type deal.
Well, if, say, I found a more inviting host, I could switch. But then I'd have to leave this former body, which would shrivel up and wither away, just as my pod did.
Makes sense.
But that would be such a terrible waste of male virility.
Ha ha!
Crickets have it easy, Ed.
Yep.
You think she'll buy it?
How the snowball's chance in hell, Greeley.
The plan was called Operation D-, and one of the schools included in the plan was Park Vista Community High School, where a kid named Justin LeBoy,
That's me!
an 18-year-old honor roll student,
I get straight A's, man.
was in the last semester of his senior year. Justin could hardly believe his luck when a very pretty girl showed up. And not one, but two of his classes. She sat in front of him, he switched seats. The last name she used was
Rodriguez.
Justin. What drew you to her initially?
Man, she used to fall asleep in class. She was a light-skinned Puerto Rican, Dominican, long hair, mature in the body like, whoa. That's not the only reason I liked her though. She said she moved with her mother to Florida from New York. Well, so did I. So I said hi. She seemed mature, so I talked more. And I was like, what the heck I gotta do to be with you?
What the heck I gotta do?
What the heck I gotta do to be with you?
What the heck I gotta do?
Who do I have to be for you to be with me?
Told her all this in class.
Yeah, well, I texted her. You know, I was like, what the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do to be with you? Who do I have to be for you to be with me? Next thing you know, we're texting day and night. I trust her right away. Anyone never met anyone like her, bro. She listens to all my problems. I let her copy all my homework. Then I lay it all on the line. And she was like, no, well, she didn't say no exactly. I don't know. Yeah, I was surprised. I'm a pretty great guy. So I decided I needed to step my game up. It's too late to be shy. So the next day, I get up in front of the class and I serenade her, you know? And I was like, what the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do? Who do I have to be? You to go to prom with me. You asked her to the prom? Yeah. Naomi, I know there's a reason here to me. Naomi, I know there's a reason. This isn't luck, it's destiny. Naomi, you know me. Will you go to prom with me? Yes!
I didn't say yes. I didn't say I'll think about it. I can't tell you my real name. Yes, I can confirm I did get asked to prom.
The undercover officer who played Naomi was 25 years old, a new recruit with the Long Beach Police Force.
My assignment to pose as a senior, to find out who's buying, who's selling, who's needing pills a week, who's not me, how easy it is to get pills and leave. Hundreds of teenagers yelling and running full speed. The lack of deodorant, let's just say I would drink at the end of the day. Seriously, these kids need to learn there are consequences in life. If I'm doing my job, if I'm doing it right, I am making life safer one school at a time.
So he asked you to the prom.
Right, I gave every excuse. I said it's too expensive, which is totally true, by the way. I told them, look, I'm just a transfer. I wouldn't feel comfortable with all your friends. And it's true, you make friends on the job. Then it ends, you make kids who are sensitive, smart, and defenseless. These are the ones you remember, the ones that you think about after you're gone. Seriously, these kids need to learn there are consequences in life. If I'm doing my job and I'm doing it right, I am making life safer one school at a time.
Meanwhile,
What the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do to be with you?
Do you smoke?
What?
Smoke weed?
No, I don't, but if that's what you need, I can get something. I can be your supply. I can be your guy. Yes!
Seriously, these kids need to learn there are consequences in life. If I'm doing my job and I'm doing it right, I'm making life safer one school at a time.
Listen, I'm not a drug dealer, so it's not like she asked me and then the very next day I got it for her. It took a while, you know? So, I'm trying to get it, and I can't get it.
What do you think he is? You're trying to get this spot to sell.
I'm thinking, what the heck am I doing? I've never done this before. So I'm like scared and skeptical at the same point. And so I called my homeboy, and he's like,
Hey man, why you asking me?
because I don't hang out with guys like that.
What did you end up doing?
I called a cousin who called a cousin who called a friend who called a couple dozen cousins because it doesn't end.
My cousin Justin's looking for a little something, something for a certain someone, some girl who wants to be touched.
Everybody's got a cousin who can hook 'em up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook 'em up with something. We were just discussing our cousin Justin. Wasn't Justin the cousin who just made the honor that the college is buzzing?
Are we close to our cousin Justin? Are we supposed to trust?
Are we dogs to our cousin Justin? We don't sell drugs. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook 'em up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook 'em up with something. Did you get it yet?
No, I'm about to get it. I got you, girl, don't sweat it. As soon as I can. Oh, man!
This is enough for discussion. This is our cousin coming to us. He's our blood and we love him.
Oh, look at Justin, he's blushing.
My little Justin is precious.
Sorry for rushing to judgment.
What should we get you these drugs?
Love!
What?
Only if you believe in love.
Only if you believe in
Get in the stars.
I hand my cousin 25 ducats of sweating buckets. He hands me a little bag with some little green nuggets. I got it for you. So, what, you want it now?
See you at school.
Buddy's got
A cousin who can hook 'em up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook 'em up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook 'em up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook 'em up with something.
Love. Only if you believe in
Now, according to the police, Justin was a drug dealer. Maybe Justin didn't know where to get drugs, maybe he did. What we know is this. The next day, Justin brought a rolled up bag of marijuana to school for Naomi.
So it was the next day, right? And we was in class. So I sat down next to him. And he's like, and I'm like, yeah, I got it. But I don't want to just hand it to her right there, so we waited. And she was like, so I slid it right in there. And then she was like,
I'll just keep it in my pocket and then. Okay, here it's
I don't want your money. I got this just for you. Keep your money. There's nothing I won't do for you. I'll come through for you every time. Just in time.
Justin, listen, please just take
Naomi, I know there's a reason you were transferred here to me. Naomi, I know there's a reason this isn't love, it's destiny. Naomi, you know me, I'll be there just in time. Anytime.
Take the money, take the money.
I don't want your money.
Teacher's coming, take this
I got
money,
this just for you. Keep your money. There's nothing I'll do for you. Do for you. Just in time. Every time. Anytime. Just in
Take this
time.
money, Justin.
Okay, I picked it up too.
Justin would later find out it's a felony in Florida to sell marijuana. The penalty is even harsher for selling it on school property. By taking the money, Justin had made an irreversibly bad decision. Since he was over 18, he was legally an adult when he did it.
got the right to remain silent.
He spent a week in jail, wondering what would happen next.
Get your word against hers, the cops of every text. The cops of every text. The cops of every text. Don't worry, girl, I got the stuff I got.
He knew he'd lose in court. He'd have to take the plea.
5 years probation, I pled guilty to the felony.
What? A felony? A nickel that's a felony? What? Sorry, Justice, they divided it.
This kids need to wake up. I don't want to get too much into it, but I've seen the effects of drugs growing up. I've seen the effects of marijuana, cocaine, and ecstasy.
With family members?
Yes. I've seen what it can do to a family. That's all I want to say about it.
Do you wish someone like you had done this type of work?
Yes. I hope someone like me keeps doing it. Still. There are kids you remember, the ones that you think about after you're gone.
During the week he spent in jail, Justin couldn't help but think about Anna.
She was a light-skinned, Puerto Rican, Dominican, long-hair, mature in the body like, whoa. That's not the only reason I liked her though. Yo, if it'd been anyone else who came up asking for drugs, I would've said no. I would've said, get out of my face. I don't hang out with people like that. It's because it was her.
Have you talked to her since all this happened?
No. I'd like to, though. I'd love to have that conversation.
What do you think you would say?
What the heck did you do? What the heck did you do?